Hello traders, and welcome back to the fourth video of our 10-part strategy series, where I will reveal simple yet powerful strategies tailored toward trading the Nasdaq and the micro Nasdaq futures markets. And again, the best part of all of this is that these strategies are really accessible to everyone, really easy to understand, and they're meant for both your beginners or more seasoned traders. Again, watch as I reveal easy to follow trading methods that you can start using right away without wasting your time hunting for opportunities every single day. For my fourth strategy, I'm going to talk about the Nasdaq triple trigger setup, which helps me determine three very important things in trading. The first one being trade direction. Which direction do I want to be trading in? Secondly, where do I want to be trading from? So my trade location. And thirdly, do I have some sort of a setup or trigger before I get into trade? Now in this instance, you can see that price was trading on the Nasdaq within a green zone. That meant that I would only wanted to look for long setups. If the price was in the red zone, I would only be looking for short setups. So that satisfied my trade direction, in this case only looking for longs. The second part is location. Now that brown dash horizontal line was actually an institutional trade location. So generally, if price does reach them, you get some sort of a reaction. In this case, potentially it might act as support, and that would then be my trade location. But rather than just getting long out after price touched that area, I need the third part of the strategy, which is my trigger. So I rely on signals. You can see those green and red dots. I actually buy and sell signals. So if I were to then get, after my first two parts of the strategy has been satisfied, a green signal or green dot appear, that would mean that I have the green light to go long. Right, it wasn't long after price actually broke above a previous lower high. There was also an additional signal that price might be changing direction. I did get a green signal dot, but if I were to take a trade from that sort of area, the risk would have been way too much for me to trade with two contracts. I like trading with two contracts on Nasdaq. Even if I played my stop there, disregarding the wicks at those opening closing prices of those three candles at the most recent swing low, the risk would still be too high. So luckily, these days you can go and trade the micro contracts as well, which I generally do if the risk is too much on the E-mini. So I headed on over to the micro contract of the Nasdaq, MNQ, and I was waiting for a little bit of a pullback, or hoping that I would get one before I would then attempt to get a trade. Now another way that you can get into a trade to determine your trade entry location is to use fair value gaps. And in this case, I believe after the close of that third candle in the formation of the potential fair value gap, a little gap did occur, and I used that as my trade entry location. In this case, I went long, or placed a buy limit order for 6 contracts on the micro Nasdaq. I eventually got filled. I positioned my stop at the predetermined location, about 55 ticks away. I had 3 contracts for my first target at a 1-to-1 ratio, and I placed my second target about 100 ticks away, or a 1-to-2 ratio, also for 3 contracts. Right, price moved a little bit sideways after I got filled, but eventually made its way higher. Price reached my first target. 3 contracts were remaining, reduced my risk on my remaining position quite aggressively, and eventually price broke out to the upside. I actually dragged my second target a little bit higher up and positioned at the upper trade location, which was again an institutional level, and I got filled at that level with no issues. So all in all, this trade yielded just under $300, which is not too bad on the micro Nasdaq in about 10 minutes. And that's a wrap for today's fourth strategy video. If you want to see the remaining strategies in the series, then don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. That way you'll never miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Also, don't forget to go check out the link in the description if you want to get your hands on similar indicators to the one I've shown you here today by joining our free Ninjacators Indicator of the Month Club. Again, there will be a link below in the description, and I hope to see you on the inside. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy trading.